Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. I have some brief comments, and then we'll hear from the chief, who's going to update us on a few developments regarding safety in the district. So first, let me start by saying we've been proactively working on public safety issues across the District of Columbia since before the summer months began. And we are especially concerned and focused on how to prevent violent crime and homicide in the district. Just like many cities around the country, we are experiencing an increase, and we're working diligently to squash it. The men and women of MPD have especially been working tirelessly to increase their presence in neighborhoods, and especially in the neighborhoods most affected by crime. I will say that other agencies of our government have also been working hard, including our Human Services Cluster, City Administrator's Office, who's implementing our violent crime prevention protocol, and our MOCRS, the Mayor's Office of Community Relations, who assist in that effort. We are also working with the police department on programs that have been successful for us over previous summers, including Beat the Streets. And most recently this year, we started doing community events around the holiday weekends, and most recently this 4th of July. So we have been across the agencies in our government engaging residents and our colleagues across the government and our regional and federal partners to make all wards safer over the summer. And we have experienced, as I mentioned, some increases in violent crimes. But overall, when we look at our numbers, we know that crime is up about 1% year to date. MPD is actively working to close homicides. When someone is killed, it is our clear message that justice must be served. And if, with the help of our partners, we are making progress. On Monday, as has been reported, MPD arrested Jasper Spires, who brutally killed Kevin Joseph Sutherland on the Metro this weekend. And today, we are also pleased to update you on a positive development in another case that shocked the Trinidad neighborhood. This morning at 11 a.m., Zacchaeus Blanding, who's a 19-year-old district resident from Northeast, was arrested for the vicious murder of Heineken McNeil committed in Trinidad on Holbrook Terrace. On Tuesday, June the 23rd, at approximately 5:45 a.m., a member of the Fire and Emergency Service was dispatched to the rear of 1264 Holbrook Terrace Northeast to address a fire. When they arrived on the scene, members of Fire and EMS found the remains of an unconscious victim who had been burned beyond recognition. An autopsy found that the victim sustained multiple gunshot wounds. This malicious and senseless murder has no place in our community. Chief Lanier has been working around the clock with detectives of our homicide branch and officers of MPD, and I want to commend Detective Kenneth Weeks and the other members of Squad 2 for bringing justice to this victim. Our whole team, our social service agencies with MPD, have been working to get ahead of this violent crime. And we are here to report on this arrest. Immediately after the homicide, we, just to give you some other instances of the work we've been doing, we secured and abated the vacant properties around this murder scene, and we've stepped up our outreach efforts in the Trinidad neighborhood, and we're looking forward to continuing to work with the community to end this violence. We've taken a holistic approach with multiple agencies. In addition to DCRA, who work to secure the nearby properties, we continue to hear from neighbors about their concerns. So while we're here to commend the police for acting quickly to close this case, we know that our officers can't do it alone, and information provided by the community is so critical in the hours following any violence in our city. So if you have information, we ask you, do not hesitate to call 202-727-9099 or text MPD's tip line anonymously at 50411. So today's arrests send a very clear message to anyone who brings violence into our city that we will make every effort to hold you accountable for your actions, and we will keep the district safe. I want to turn to the police to say more about the investigation around this Holbrook terrorist homicide. Then we'll take any specific questions.
I just want to reiterate commending the detectives of homicide. This was a case closure that really took hard work on the part of the detectives and some support from members of the community. So again, hats off to the detectives for bringing such quick closure to this case. As the mayor said on Tuesday morning, around 5:30 in the morning, June 23rd, the fire department responded for a call of a fire in the alley. When they responded to the scene, they determined that there was, in fact, a deceased body inside of a trash can that was set on fire. Autopsy revealed that the victim in the trash can, in fact, had multiple gunshot wounds, which was the cause of death. So initially, this homicide was believed to be the result of a neighborhood feud between a couple of Northeast Washington, D.C. neighborhoods. We believe that that belief sparked several days of other instances of violence. Well, with this arrest today, we have now learned that this, in fact, was not a rivalry or a feud between rival neighborhoods in Northeast, but in fact, the suspect and the victim were friends and knew each other. So we're hoping that word of this arrest not only brings some closure to the family, but also that the message gets out that this was not a feud between neighborhoods and, in fact, was between two people who knew each other. So this morning, charged with a second-degree murder in this case is 19-year-old Zacchaeus Blanding, also of Northeast Washington. So again, we're hoping getting this word out to everyone is that this is not an ongoing dispute between neighborhoods, and hopefully this will help us to continue to keep the quiet in the neighborhoods and quell any potential violence that may be associated with it. So with that, we'll take any questions that you may have.
Can you say what the motive was?
I cannot. Sorry.
Did you live in the same neighborhood?
Generally, yes.
They both lived in that Trinidad area?
They were friends and associates in the same neighborhood, yes.
Are you at all concerned yet, or have you seen anything that would indicate that there's been a building tension between these neighborhoods?
We do believe that initially that the thought on the street, word on the street around the neighborhoods was that this potentially was a feud between rival neighborhoods, and we saw a string of violent incidents over the next few days that we believe was in response to a mistaken belief that this was part of a ongoing dispute between neighborhoods, and we know now that it was not.
You said this was a tough one for detectives. Can you elaborate a little bit on what made this so difficult beyond just the condition of the body?
I mean, everything about the case made it difficult. We do see a much better cooperation from our community members these days. We get more information in, whether it be anonymously or through phone calls or information to detectives. But in this case, just the work, knowing what work the detective assigned put into this case, it was complicated, and she went the extra mile.
Are you hoping that now that it's been announced that this isn't a rival neighborhood crew thing, that will be abated somewhat now, that things will calm down, or is that already that cat out of the bag?
Of course, we hope this is going to make a difference. I mean, we have been out in the neighborhoods working with social service agencies and other community partners to try and continue to keep it from, even when we were under the belief that it may be related, to keep the violence from continuing to go on. And we've been pretty fortunate the last week or so. Things have settled down, but hopefully this will help us to continue to keep that quiet. Yes, ma'am.
Can you elaborate on what crimes you think it caused? Did it cause more assaults, robberies, or what crime?
I just keep it general and say that we know there was some violence that we believe was associated with the two neighborhoods that thought that this murder was part of an ongoing feud, when in fact it wasn't.
Can you elaborate on the location where you arrested the suspect?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Any more arrests expected, or is this? Do you think this is?
I mean, obviously the investigation is not over, but at this point, this is the only arrest we anticipate.
Synthetic drugs have remained a big concern as it relates to violence. Is it too early, or at all, is this a possibility that you're looking at in this particular case?
We have no evidence to support that in this case. I'll take one more. Yes, ma'am.
Did the suspect have any criminal background?
I can't comment on that, sorry. Mr. Jaffe, I'll take one more.
In the Cavapoulos case, you announced that you made an arrest and said that there were other people involved. Can you tell us anything at all?
Well, we didn't say that there were other people involved, or I didn't say there were other people involved. There's been a lot of law enforcement sources commenting, saying that there are other persons involved. What I can tell you is that there's still a lot of investigative work and evidence to be come through in that case, and right now we can't comment any further as this continues to be worked. All right, thank you.
A question for the mayor.
One last. But Chief, if you I just want to say one thing that I neglected to say at the beginning that has been very helpful to MPD. And that is the footage that we obtain from the Metro station on the platforms and the entrances at Metro. So it should be clear to everybody that when you enter a Metro station, we know that you're in the Metro station, and that it will help bring justice to anyone who aims to do harm to passengers or staff on the Metro. What was the last question?
Yes, ma'am. You both lobbied for this emergency legislation to go after places that were selling synthetic drugs in the city. My understanding is that that's passed, but it hasn't come to your desk yet. Are you frustrated that you guys aren't able to go out and more aggressively release that issue yet?
No, the police and all of our agencies have been aggressive nonetheless. So I don't want to leave the impression that it's not going to happen. It takes some time to get things in the proper legislative form so that they won't be challenged. I think that's what the council is doing. Do I have it yet? Can anybody tell me? I don't have it yet, but I expect to have it this week, and I'll sign it, and it'll immediately go into effect. Thank you, everybody.